Great to have you all today. I can tell already, great group here to learn and share and network. Really use what the meetup was developed for, so we can share knowledge, have some back and forth, hopefully as well. So I'll try to look at you guys a little bit, and you can throw a comment. David is behind the scenes over here, and he'll be able to watch the comments. And if you want to share something, he'll try to get my attention. But we'll get right into the slides and I'll get rolling. And it's going to be packed because we have about 40 minutes to just pack it in with a bunch of stuff that Walker Creative, my agency, is doing to help clients all over the country, and in fact, actually all over the world. And these are just the best practices that we see are working really well. So hopefully they can help you out. A couple things: make sure, like I said, put the view that's up in the corner of your screen that says view. Make sure you're looking at speaker view so you can see me and my slides. We are recording it, so we'll be able to share. We'll be able to share the whole thing with you in an email. We'll send it out to you. So give us your email. If you're okay with that, give us your email so that we can send out the recording of this so you have it as a file and you can refer back to it. And with that, I think we're ready to roll.
Just so you know, I'm controlling what they see as their primary
view. You are?
Taking care of it.
Good. It sounds like we're being kept good care of. Okay, so let's look at the slides here. David, let's, so how to grow your business online, digital marketing. Of course, we are in the final quarter of 2023. And so hopefully what we go over today is going to help you do just that much more. I'm going to share a lot, but if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 things that you can implement from what we go over today, that'll be fantastic. I will love that, because you can just take it a notch up before the end of this year. So then launch into 2024 with even better marketing and really reaching out with your brand and things you can do. Okay. So let's roll here. Let's see how I am going to control moving the slides. Here we go. All right. First thing I want to go over is just make sure you're seeing your business through the eyes of your customers, because a lot of us, what we do as business owners is we look at our business from the owner view or from a staff member view. We might look at our website or our Facebook, our Instagram, and we're looking at it always from our point of view. And we need to flip that around to really get a handle on how we can improve things. And there's a drill that I'd like you to make a note. If you have a notepad or something like that, there is, you got to go back and look at your website, and go back and look at your Facebook page, go back and look at your Instagram account. If you have a YouTube channel, look at that. But first, before you do that, look at your competitors. Write down 3 competitors you have in your industry, in your market. So let's just throw it out there. If you're in Sacramento, California, and you are a florist, so let's say pick 3 florists that are competitors of yours in Sacramento and look at them. That'll help you get your head on straight about looking at them as a consumer, as, okay, yeah, I like the website, I like the social media. Oh, they're not doing very well, this kind of thing. So 2 things are going to happen. You're going to get your view correct, but you're also going to see what your competition is doing, and then go back, look at your website from a consumer. How did you stack up against your competition? How did your Facebook page, how did your Instagram account, how did your YouTube channel, how did your Google business page stack up against those 3 competitors? It's a little 30-minute homework step as a business owner, as a business staff member, as an office manager, that is going to really help you to get your viewpoint correct on how to look at your business, not as the business, but as a consumer looking at your business. So you're marketing to them, not to yourself. All right. And a little more on this is, you can have a website that you've had for years, and you can forget that technology changes, times change, the way to show yourself off changes. This is a funny example. This is a client, an orthodontist in Utah. And of course, this is the worst website of all time. And certainly you look at this and it's a mess. You don't know where to look. Your eyes go everywhere. And when you look at this, it immediately introduces you to the orthodontist website. It immediately introduces you to the group. What does it do subconsciously? It builds trust, because these are real staff members. They're not stock photos of perfect smiling dental patients and this type of thing, right? So it helps to do that drill and see a comparison. And here is an actual an actual client who's a veterinary practice in Texas. And the example number 2 here on the right was her website about 3 years ago. And, you know, if you're in digital marketing or a consumer, you probably can imagine that website was built quite a long time ago, if not the late 90s, early 2000s. And you don't know where to look. It's got horses on it. And the really silly thing about this is that when she became a client, and the doctor is the blonde woman over here on the left side in that picture, she's a small animal clinic. They do like dogs and cats. I said, well, you take care of horses? And she says, no, why are you asking that? And I said, well, I'm looking at your website. You got horses on your website. She was like, are you serious? Like, that, you know, it's silly, but sometimes as owners and staff, we don't look back at our website and go, where are we really? Where do we stand? How are we showing ourselves off? She forgot to ever look back at her site and realize that she was talking about horses on her website, and she doesn't even take care of horses. So, of course, we redid her website. She realized she needed a new one. And if you look at this site in real time, if you were to go to the real website, it's a video. It actually shows off the practice. You know, to show you something, David, I'm going to pull, this is an example. I don't think you actually need to do anything, David. I'm going to do it from over here. I'm just going to find my cursor. Here we are. I'm going to try to pull this over. This was someone who came to a workshop of mine about 2 months ago. These are an orthodontist. Pediatric dentistry and orthodontics. So they had a website that was stock photos of their, you know, like pretty, you know, teenagers, adults, braces, or little kids that are cute, but it was all stock photography. The whole website was stock photography. They came to the workshop. I talked about, we got to get rid of stock photography. You got to look at it from the view of a consumer. They don't want to see stock photos of perfect people anymore. It's so 10 years ago. We got to build trust, build instant, if not direct, subconscious trust. And, you know, like, oh, I like these guys. They're real people. These humans are the people that work there, that take care of me. And after the workshop, look what they did. They went back into their website, had their website team put a hero banner there that actually shows off who they are. You go through this. All these photos are real photos of their staff and their activities, videos about what they do, a real photo of their building. And I just wanted to share it as a bit of my own success story of, they came to the workshop, they really got what we were talking about, and they went into action right away to do the drill and communicate properly to their target audience. All right, let's keep rolling. While we're on the subject of websites, these are the top 5 pages. I had my team do you've probably heard, or many of you heard of Google Analytics. You could, by looking at your Google Analytics for your website, you can see the top pages that people are visiting on your website. It's a good drill to do, to set that up and to keep track of that. And by doing a survey of all the websites we take care of at Walker Creative, we were able to tabulate that and see what are the top pages that consumers look at, whether patients, consumers, clients, what have you, on websites across all of our clients. This is what we found. The homepage, of course, you'll see here's the big chunk of white. That would make sense. Second page is the About Us page, the team page. Consumers tend to go look at the About Us page to get more of the backstory, the vision, the mission of that either clinic, business, whatever it is you do, marketing company. They want to know, is this going to be a right fit? Do they talk language that touches me as a human, right? As a consumer that needs that product and help. So the About page is your second most important page to set up right, maybe with some video, pictures of your team, and sharing the passion of that team and why you built that business to help people in the way you do. Next is your blog pages. Interesting here is when you're doing good blogging that are SEO optimized. So you're using keyword homework you've done. You know the keywords and long tail keywords. When I say long tail keywords, it's phrases. It's phrases that are from your industry. So if you're talking about veterinary, it'd be like kitten care and wellness plans for kittens under, or for brand new kittens. It's phrases that include keywords. That would be a blog about kitten care or wellness plans for new kittens in the house, right? So someone would search that and they would find that blog. See, when you have well done blogs on your website and you're blogging at least every month, if not every week, and posting that new content on your site, those blogs are going to start getting traffic. So your blogs are very powerful, and we're going to talk more about that today. But that is your next most important page. And then your service pages, you're going to have certain service pages about what you do in your business. Those are important. And then finally, the next is your contact page. And people are going to go to your contact page. They might fill in the form, but what they're mostly going to do is find your phone number, your address, so they can visit you. So just a piece of information while I was talking about websites, I wanted to show you that. All right. And then who is your target audience? $37 billion is wasted every year in ad spend, from just marketing to no one in particular, just to out there into the world. And you can waste a ton of money on Google ads, on Facebook ads, on postcarding, on putting ads in a newspaper that doesn't go to your target audience. I mean, consider, this is silly, right? But let's say your target audience is young people, millennials, teenagers, 18 to 30, and you put your ad in a newspaper. They don't read newspapers anymore. The only thing that audience is doing is looking at these phones. So you're spending whatever that $1,000 a month on a newspaper ad that's not going to be seen by your target audience at all. It's silly. I know most people would go, that's obvious, but it happens all over the place. So doing your homework on, you have some money you want to put on some advertising. Where are you going to put it so that it's going to reach your target audience? A lot of money is wasted all the time on this. You got to look at, who is your target audience? Is it the senior person, this grandmother Bethany, or is it Kirk, this, sort of studly dude bachelor that has certain things that he thinks about as important? Or is it Steffi, this young mom who has an artist business? Sort of start to develop, who is your target audience and how would you reach those guys? How would your website communicate properly? How would the posts on your Facebook page or your Instagram page communicate properly? All right. And you can do something like this to find out who they are, is who are your existing clients? You can write this down as different things about their age, their gender, where they are, their hobbies, their income. You're not going to be able to find all this information out about everybody, but something you could do is like an invoice survey, where you go, what is everything I sold for the last 2 months? And look at those invoices, and some of this information will be in there, right? Get as much information as you can to develop, okay, wow, and looking at that, I realized that all the people, or 80% of the people that bought from me in the last 2 months, were over the age of 40, and the oldest person was 65. Okay, that's pretty good. Those people are probably mostly on Facebook, some of them on Instagram. Under 40 is going to be definitely more Instagram, but 40 to 65 is definitely a Facebook group. And what else? Where else are those people going to be, right? And you can find other details about them. So, and I've talked about analyzing your competitors, and you can also say, who is my audience not? Your audience may not be teenagers at all. So you can sort of whittle out who they are not. And that also helps you define how to advertise or reach these people. I'm going to jump back to you guys. Let me see. David, do I hit escape, or how do I look back at everybody? There you are. There you are. Okay, so I'd love if anybody could raise their hand or sort of give me some feedback. Talk back to me about, if you do have a business right now, who is your target audience? Let's just get some communication going here. How much do you know about your target audience? How about Ed?
Yeah, my target audience is business owners, self-employed, as I typically focus on non-QM mortgages. So this makes it harder for self-employed to kind of prove their income. So I have ways to kind of have them show that, so that they could get the home loan that they're looking for. Target audiences, yeah, self-employed business owners, high net worth individuals that have different types of income, don't necessarily work as a W-2. I work in the realm of non-QM lending. So that's my target audience.
Ed, so just by the way, I love that, right? The way you communicate that. I don't know about the high net worth part, but I am your target audience, right? Self-employed, different streams of income, need, a HELOC, want to build out my business, want to come up with ways to get cash.
Mhm.
That's great. That's great. You know, that right there defines like how I'm 50 and I'm like 52, right? So this is great because you like, oh, good. This kind of guy is your target audience. It really helps to envision that. You can almost create this idea. Some of you have heard of it, creating an avatar that is like, this is the picture of my perfect target, right? Okay, thanks for sharing that. Okay, who else has got a business right now where they're defining, or they really feel like they've defined their target audience very well? Okay, Richard.
Hi again. As I said, I'm doing local SEO, web design, and redevelopment of websites. So my target audience is construction businesses. I'm helping construction companies to improve their online presence or create their websites, etc. This is my target audience now.
I like that a lot. There's a lot of, you have a huge audience in Florida. Construction in Florida is exploding. Where are you located again?
Toronto, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Think about Florida.
It's probably building in Toronto's, Toronto market is insane. The market there.
Yeah, but it is really slowing down due to inflation, etc. Maybe Florida might be better.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. But good that you've nailed that down. So is it a certain size of construction company?
Yeah, usually small businesses to help them improve, to get them mid-size and bigger size.
And regional, not not statewide, not national, but local construction companies. Do you have an idea of how many staff they might have?
Yeah, they usually have 5 to 10 maximum.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, you can get email lists for that. You can really target that, the way you talk to them, the way the imagery you use in your videos. You know, I could imagine, you could do Facebook little videos where you talk, and if you're like today's social media is got to be alive, and a lot of it's in real time. And I could imagine a situation where you're driving and you see a construction site, and you literally pull over the construction site. You grab your phone and you do record a video about, hey, I want to talk to all the construction guys out there that are struggling to get new clients. Da 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 da. I'm here to help you. You know what I do? I do this, this, and this. Like, you could take advantage of things like that to talk to them in with their words, with like a tractor behind them or a house that's being built. I love that. And the more you think about, like, how would they go, wow, that's me. That's that's going to reach them visually.
So far I was successful when I was talking to them in person, one-on-one, going to their business. Or last week there was a home show here in Toronto. So I went there, checked some of their websites, etc., and checked their online presence. I found some discrepancies with them, and I approached them, talked to them about their issues, their website related problems, etc. It was helpful. Now I'm trying to close the deals with them along this weekend.
I love that, but
they appreciate that. They loved it also, and so far that was beneficial for me, to be honest.
bright idea. I like that idea, guys, for everybody. He went to an expo, like a show, and then picked out construction companies. What, they had booths there, and then you went to their websites and you did real time, like looking into their sites, and then went and talked to them.
Yeah.
I think that's very bright. Nice move. Okay, great. Nice, Richard. All right. Okay, let's go back to the slides, guys.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Amanda Riggs.
Amanda?
She says, is the hype around AI SEO optimization any good to help you do blogs and other text?
I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, Amanda. We're going to talk about blogging and using AI as a helpful tool for that. It doesn't do all the work for you, but it definitely can help you get things going. All right. All right. So let's go back to the slides. Tell me when we see in the slides. Okay, guys, great. Okay, so what is the new Google Business Profile? So business, Google My Business used to be the name of so for every business, the number one places you have to be online to be found on search. If someone is going to search for a business or search for a product they need, there's two things that are the number one priorities. First is your website, and second is your Google Business Profile that used to be called Google My Business. Wow, it got really quiet suddenly. Okay, good. Who here, just let me see a show of hands. Who has a Google Business Profile? If you have a business. Okay, good. Okay. I don't see everybody here, but hugely important. Very important that you go back to it and update it. The details of the name, address, phone number, hours need to be precisely the same. No comma difference, no period difference between the Google Business Profile and your website. Okay, so make sure, like in the footer of your website where it has your, the name, phone number, address, hours type of thing, make sure it's identical on your Google Business Profile, and make sure that you're posting new photos and updates. Google Business Profile now has it so you can do an update, and an update there is sort of like a Facebook post. You can add a photo, you can add some content about, sort of like it, this week we're doing this, doing that. You can do little short videos, not long videos, it won't go, but little short videos. And a thing to think about is from your business, if you have a location, if you take photos with your phone, these phones, the Android and Apple phones, they geotag the photo. So the metadata behind the picture has a location wherever you're standing, because these phones are tracking devices. So what'll happen is that photo is geotagged for where you are. And so if you post it to your Google Business page and you're taking a picture while at your business, then that's going to help you with local SEO, because that photo, and you're going to have a bunch of photos in your Google Business page that constantly, like every week, every couple of weeks, at least every month, update that Google Business Profile with new pictures from your business. And so Google is going to go, oh, these are all photos from that location. So that's going to start continuously adding power to your Google Business Profile. And your updates are going to help with that as well. And what would be the next biggest thing? Who knows the next biggest thing to be making sure keep getting added to your Google Business Profile? First answer, someone raise their hand or give me a thumbs up, or just put your mic on and tell me.
Reviews.
Reviews, Tiara, good. Reviews are massive. Here's a bunch of stats on it. 63% of consumers read online reviews before making a purchase. 58% of consumers would be ready to pay more or travel further to visit companies with good reviews. 2 out of 3 consumers say they're more likely to make a purchase after watching a testimonial video. And then 90% of consumers have avoided a company because of its negative reviews, right? So, and there's a little point with negative reviews too. Anybody who has a company that has a lot of clients or like a lot of churn of people that come in to visit and go, there's always some nasty people in the world. And a lot of times they're just nasty people and that might leave a bad review. That doesn't necessarily have to hurt you, because if you're getting a lot of positive reviews, it's going to be a tiny percentage of negative reviews. And it also shows there's a mix. And you need to respond to the negative review in a high ground way that just says, look, we want to make good on this, or whatever the situation was, but don't attack the person back. Who has had a negative review that was just hurt their heart? You're just like, oh, just as painful. Anybody got a negative review that was like, what do I do with this? Anybody at all? Anybody experience that? No. Most of these are like practices, high churn businesses. Martin, was it you that has the vet practice?
Yes, that's.
Do you guys ever have that sort of issue? Do you guys work on reviews?
Yeah, we do get that fair amount. Sometimes there's unfortunate events where the outcome wasn't what was expected.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's pretty hard because we have some programs that will send out surveys after their visit. Majority of them really positive, but there's those few that are really driven to set that review.
Yeah.
The review that we see on Yelp doesn't reflect what we generally see in our surveys.
Well, good old Yelp. Good old Yelp.
Yeah.
Everybody. No, I got to tell you, we don't really appreciate Yelp. I find that Yelp, I'm not sure, and I don't want to sound like a conspiracy, but I feel like possibly if you don't pay Yelp for their advertising services, that the negative reviews are at the top of the list.
I believe that. Yeah, no, for
and,
sure.
and I'm only saying that because I've had so many business owners say that it feels that way. So we don't really work on, you certainly want to make sure your Yelp page, because Yelp is popular, people do see it, especially for restaurants and stuff like that. But you want to make sure you have a fully set up free Yelp profile. Make sure you go to Yelp and set up for your business a free Yelp profile, and all the possible information and photos and all that stuff is put in there because you want that to be set up. I would not advise paying them. There's a very few people that I've heard that have had success paying Yelp. And certainly you can go and try it, but make sure that the profile is set up. It is an important profile to set up. But talking about negative reviews, you will get some over the years, and respond in a high ground way. And then what you want to do is get more and more positive reviews, and it's okay to ask for reviews. Google wants you to get reviews. The more reviews you have that help other consumers decide to use your service to get the help you provide, the better. So it's good for everybody. So don't, asking people to review you, saying we love feedback, it helps us do better to help you and other people out there in the world, is totally okay to do. And you want to get, continuous flow of reviews. There's a tool you can use called Canva. I think I have, you can get professional testimonials. You can do testimonials with your phones. Get testimonials with these devices. You can use YouTube style, which is holding it like the horizontal way to get a TV, frame. And you can you can get testimonials this way, very inexpensively, guys. If you have a business, video testimonials are going to become more and more important. You can put them on your website. You can put them on social media. You can put them on a YouTube channel. And our phones today, a 13 or 14 or even the new 15 or an Android phone, have great video capabilities. So get yourself a ring light for $50 on Amazon. Get yourself a little tripod literally the price is like $29 on Amazon. Get yourself a wireless microphone that can plug in. If you go to the Walker Creative website, actually, David, maybe do you mind pulling up the Walker Creative website and going to the video blog? I think it's on the page 2 of our blogs. Is that possible? And a video blog that talks about how to get going with video for small business. And I think I actually have the Amazon links right in the blog. And it's probably, okay, I'll send it to everybody before we're wrapped up today, but it's got the links right to buy these products. But you can get a wireless microphone that plugs in here, put on your lapel, and you can do interviews, you can do educational videos. The whole video kit package of a little tripod, ring light, and microphone cost you maybe $100, $120. Very worthwhile to get that set up. So it's just there so you can get reviews. Testimonials, but more than that, do educational videos about what you do. This is, examples. You can do a little video like this in a horizontal way. That's a doctor I was working with, and we literally were having dinner and did a little testimonial. Over here, this is a vertical testimonial for a restaurant client we have, and she talked about their food. And this is a teenager at a pediatric dentist, and a vertical testimonial with a phone that then this got posted to Facebook. Gets lots of views, lots of attention, and he's just talking about how the braces he got at this practice, he got out of them much faster than his friends. So using testimonials like this, great for your website, social media, and your YouTube channel. And you can send out, like I mentioned, sending out emails to ask for reviews. If you have a list of 100 clients or 50 clients or 1,000 clients that you've helped, not a bad idea to send an update, say, hey, just staying in touch. we're doing really great. This updates about the business. And by the way, here's a link to our Google review page. We, you know, if we've helped you, we'd love feedback on how we've helped you. And if you go, I'm going to jump back here. I wonder if I could show it. Maybe I should quickly show this to you. Go. You can just leave it on me for a second, David. Can you all see my screen? So this is my Walker Creative Digital Marketing Agency Google business page. And you can see when I'm logged in, you know, it's my login on my Google account. And you go here. And so you have, you know, the various apps, the Google apps. And of course, this is your Google Profile Manager, right? You click that and you get to this page. And this is where you can do updates to your Google business page, right? You can add photos and so forth. If you go down here and you go on reviews, then you can see get more reviews. Click that and you can copy this link. And then you stick that link into an email, and that link will bring someone, if they click it, right to this page to do reviews for you. And you can send out an email. You can even stick it in a text to somebody. And that is a way to get more and more Google reviews for your business. And that's the best place to get them. You can get reviews on Facebook as well. Those Google and Facebook, I would say, is your best. You can certainly get them on Yelp if someone reviews you on Yelp, but I wouldn't put attention on that because someone going to Yelp is probably going to see a negative review about you at the top. But Google is the most important, and that's where you can go to get a link to send out to get more reviews for your business. So I hope that helps. I just wanted to share that real quick before we kept going. All right, here we are back on the slides. And if you have Canva, let's see, I want to see everybody here. Everybody here familiar with Canva? Let me see a thumbs up if you're familiar with Canva. Okay, good. Ed is definitely on top of things. Great. Oh, I love it. You can see the thumbs up. Thanks, guys, for sticking it on there. Use Canva. The free Canva has got a lot of tools there to, you know, aside from many, you know, you can do social posts, you can build social posts. It gives you lots of graphics to use. You can import photos of yourself or your business and create, you know, posters, social posts, and different things, thumbnails for YouTube, any of your videos. It's a great tool. So it's canva.com, canva.com. Check it out. And there are probably other apps and software out there like Canva now, but it's Canva we found at Walker Creative. We use it all the time. It's quick and easy. And for a pro account, it's still very, you know, low cost. I think it's maybe $7 a month. Not sure. Anybody out there know what the pro account for Canva costs right now? And
I think it's like 6 something.
Okay, Amanda just said it was $12.99 a month. Okay, good. And someone just said, hey, I think you can, yeah, so everybody about $12. Okay, good. Yeah, I haven't looked in a while. And someone said you can make QR codes for your Google reviews, and I was just showing that to you guys. So yeah, this is a dental client actually here in Florida, and we created little posters. And so you can create a QR code, and the QR code is linked to the same link I just showed you. And you can make little posters that you can put in your business, in your practice, that will make it easy for someone to go right with their phone. They just go right up to it with their camera, click on the link, and can go right to reviewing your business that way. So lots of tools there to help you to boost that. And I'm talking about reviews a lot because today's day and age, you can't get away from, I know my wife does it, friends do it. If you're looking for a new business to do work with, you're going to check out their reviews, right? So good to put attention on this. All right, we need to, I was on the radio about this actually in a radio interview recently, humanizing your marketing. It's very important to humanize your marketing. I touched on it in the websites earlier. You get away from stock photos, start using pictures of yourself, your staff, what you're up to. Post on Facebook about a staff party, someone's birthday, someone got married, someone had a baby, it's a puppy day at the office, or it's if you work out of your apartment and you have a puppy and you are trying to figure out like, what could I post? Because I work out of my apartment. How do I do this? Well, take pictures of you and your dog, or how you work on your laptop and your cat keeps walking over your keyboard. Humanize it. That kind of stuff it's community. It's human. People like to see that. That's okay to share on your social feeds about your business because it makes you real to the consumers that are going to buy from you, right? Even if you're a financial consultant, I forget the person who joined a little bit late, and she does a financial office. You might have a puppy day, or you might all go for Taco Tuesday to a local taco shop. Take pictures of that, share that stuff. It's fun. People like to be connected to fun businesses, to cool businesses, to businesses that like to go, have a good time. A vet practice in Texas went and did axe throwing as a staff award party for a quarter that they did really well. Lots of videos and photos of axe throwing got massive views on Facebook and Instagram because that's what they do with their staff. People love business as well that really acknowledge the staff and really play up how crucial they are and how important they are to the business doing well. So, birthdays are great. If someone had a baby, those kind of things, wonderful to share. Okay. So humanize your social media. I think I have some examples of this. Of course, this is actually a little bit old. That's me and my son while I was doing a podcast, and he jumped into my lap. And so I had to, do the podcast with him in my lap. Here is a restaurant client of ours, and she is playing up her awesome staff here. Another client here, and I think is one of the staff at a vet practice, and it's just sharing that she was the staff member of the week they wanted to talk about. Here's a client that got his braces off. This is the whole crew at Aspen Vet Clinic, a barbecue restaurant in Sacramento that we were working with, and this is his whole family, and he has exploded on social media. He is the best barbecue in all of Sacramento, California. And he went from doing barbecue out of his truck to then buying an old broken down like 7-Eleven on the corner. He figured out a way to get financing, probably from Ed, and then got the money, bought this old 7-Eleven building or Circle K kind of building, completely renovated himself with his family. He is now doing the best barbecue in all of Sacramento. The lines go around the block to get his food. And the only upsets on reviews you see on Google are people that the food runs out before they get to buy it. I mean, he almost sells out every day. So, great story. And then funny pictures like this are also awesome on social media. Currently trending is Reels, also stories on Instagram. You got to be doing stories every day on Instagram. That's a really great way to get a lot of attention. Organic human images and funny images. These are examples. A doctor who just got a haircut, just posted about a haircut. I mean, tons of engagement. Look at that, 78 engagements. This is an office manager's birthday, post with balloons and stuff. Look at that level of engagement, right? Over 1,000 people reached. This is another office where they did a gift giving for a local church at Christmas time. Tons of engagement. Look at this. And then they did a video of like a vodcast, I guess you call it, on YouTube, and lots of engagers shared that, and also, of course, with a link to go listen up on that one. And you want to get people that do work with you to share content on their feeds and tag you. Really important. There's an 80-20 rule, and I don't know if you sort of notice this when you do your social media. I'd love to get some feedback. Is you got not too much salesy. So let's say you're going to post 5 times a week. If it was every single day, right? Each of the 5 days of the working week. Well, 4 of those days, you got to do fun, cool, educational posts. And then maybe one day you would do a sales type of post where you're going to say, you have an offer this week, or a new product that's coming on the market for sale, or just any kind of new offer. So it's 80-20 on social media. Okay. So for every 5 posts, only one should be sales. If you're trying to use social media to sell, it's going to hurt you. Like, it's not going to just be not getting you anywhere. It's actually going to hurt you. People are going to stop following, and then the Facebook algorithms and Instagram algorithms, which are owned by Facebook, are going to start saying, don't look at this guy. We're not going to show his posts or her posts to anybody because no one's paying attention, and he's just trying to sell with social media, because social media is really not for selling as much as building engagement, building that relationship, that human relationship with the world out there and potential consumers. Okay, so that's really important. I'd love to see you guys. What are your experiences? Let's get some communication. I'd like to see you with your social media. Who's got something to say about what they've seen with their social media? Stick your mic on and talk to me here, guys. How about Monica in South America? Are you with us still?
Yes, I am.
So are you guys using social media down there?
Yes, we do. We use LinkedIn as our core platform, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter recently. Yeah,
What's that last one you said?
Twitter.
Okay.
Twitter. Mhm.
All right. And so what are you finding as far as the way you're posting that's getting a lot of engagement? What's working best for you?
It works pretty well. Polls regarding a specific topic. PDFs as a reels on LinkedIn when you can engage with. What else? Perhaps testimonials, as you said. And what else? Yeah, I think that's the most engaged content that we have. Yeah.
I like the idea of polls, because even on Instagram, you can do little surveys or yes, nos, like, what do you think of this? Is it blah? And then you can have the yes, no, Monica, what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think it works best when you have multiple options. Specifically, for instance, we use it when customers or where audience don't have any idea about Latin America, for instance. We try to promote the general topics in order to post. I mean, with multiple options. For instance, when you have to decide. Which market are you interested in, or something like that. So I think it works very well.
Fantastic. Who else has been doing some social media, and what have they been seeing that's working well? How about Jesus? You got a marketing company, right? You still
Sorry
with
about
it?
that. Yeah, sorry. No, I don't. Well, I don't necessarily do marketing in the aspect of promoting people's business online, but it's more like helping customers with their tangible marketing needs. So,
Okay.
it's more like putting their stuff on paper or in print or in that
Right.
fashion.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, but then you need to start getting your social media going to promote that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I tell you, there, with a printing place like that, where you're physically doing a lot of stuff and you're printing things, you're moving stuff around, you could do videos all the time about how your business works and how you maintain a high level of quality for other businesses to share their brand to the world.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, you could be doing really great with that. Okay, great. Okay. I want one other example. Who out there has got some example of the way they're doing social media that is working?
So Bron, so in my gift shop, we do once a week we do a story, I guess it's a video where we have one of our people walk around the store and basically introduce the new products or things that have been popular recently.
Yep.
That seems to get some good engagement. And then we have we're in a little kind of a neighborhood of a number of boutique shops, and so we'll have during the week we'll just have pictures of things that are going on in the neighborhood. The place next door is having a big cookout outdoors, or the flowers have bloomed, or that kind of thing.
And you're getting pretty good engagement with that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been growing slowly.
Yeah, and I can imagine that that's the truth. Because as a local business in a neighborhood like that, I love that. I think you're doing great things. That sounds wonderful. I'd love you to stick in the chat, actually put a link to a couple of your social media. After this, I want to look at them. Okay, great, guys. Let's keep rolling. I know it's just afternoon here in Florida, and I'm gonna try to blast through these. I don't want to keep. I know the agreement is it's about an hour, but I'm gonna try to wrap this up. Make sure that you get as much information as I can cram into this for you guys. Okay, if you have to run because I'm going past the schedule, I understand, but I'm gonna keep rolling to get you through these slides. All right, let's keep.
Enter the email address if you have to go right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Make sure you put your email. If you're okay with that, put your email address and we'll get you the video as well. But I'm almost done. We're going to get through this. So I talked about Canva. It has also the free templates, and blogging is a powerful tool. And I know that someone here asked about blogging and AI. Now, ChatGPT, and I am personally using it more and more. My copywriter is using it all the time. And this is how I would use ChatGPT. And many of you have probably already started experimenting with this. You can do some homework of, in your industry, what people are searching for by going to Google. So you go into a search bar and you start searching for the subject matter that you want to write about. And then you can see, okay, what comes up, and then you can go to the bottom. This is not a moving screen here, but you go to the bottom and you see other related searches on Google that are popular about that. Then you go into ChatGPT and you tell ChatGPT, hey, take the view that you are a consumer about, let's just say, one here, what do we got? You are a t-shirt printer, okay, and you want to reach more people about what kind of is the best quality of cotton and type of t-shirts that are popular. Tell ChatGPT how to write for you, what view to be when they write it, when ChatGPT is going to output information, right? And then using the keywords that you are searching for and that you want to write about, then go, good. So give me you can just tell any way, any combination of factors, like tell me 5 ways or five things that are the best cotton to use for t-shirt printing. And ChatGPT, in it as best as it can, using information all over the internet, it's going to just pop out in 10 seconds a 5-point article about that for you. Now, what that's going to do is you can't just take that. Google algorithms are also getting very smart at the same time, and purely AI written stuff is not going to rank, because Google is also not wanting people to sort of quote unquote cheat about this. So you take that information though, then you edit it. You as a human edit it to really best communicate to your target audience, who you've already done homework on about what they want. And now you edit that content. But we all know that staring at a blank white page is really difficult to churn out 1,000 words. Right? That's a difficult task. And you can sit there for hours trying to work on from 0 to 1,000 words. But editing is a lot easier. So use ChatGPT to give you something to start with that's, about the keywords in your industry that you want to be writing about. Good. Get that as a starting point. Now write your blog with that as a starting point. That's going to really get you ahead. It's also going to help you get a great title that you ask GPT, what are 3 titles for this blog? What are 3 great high-ranking titles for the blog you just helped me write? Now ChatGPT is going to pop out 3 titles that are SEO optimized that might rank well for that blog. So you talk to ChatGPT to do that, to help you write the blog. Now it's going to give you 3 titles. Now, good. Now you review that again as a human and you go, good, how can I make sure that this is the right way to write this for my target audience? And then you can put that title there. And then you come up with some photos that you can pop into the article, and then you stick it on your website. Like I said, if you have well-written blogs and you're posting one of those blogs once a week to your website, you're going to start getting traffic to your site. This is an example, and the slide you're looking at here is how to deal with fleas and ticks in Texas, right? It's specific, fleas and ticks in Texas, just like there's a vet here that in the group that's from San Francisco. You can write an article about something about pets for the Bay Area. And you can see that this article is getting a lot of traffic. And it's just a blog article about fleas and ticks in Texas, but it's getting a lot of traffic to the website, and organic traffic. Another example is best dog parks in College Station, Texas. So this is another vet example where we wrote, we went, well, what are people in the summer looking for? Well, they're looking for dog parks. So we're going to get everybody in this area of Texas that's Googling a dog park to go with my dog, and we're going to generate a lot of traffic to the website to get the best dog parks in Texas. So we wrote the blog, we edited it, made it real, got some pictures off of Google about these dog parks, posted it, and it instantly started getting traffic to the website for the best dog parks in Texas. So you can do this for your industry and use ChatGPT to help you with the editing. Does that help as far as, I know that one person had a question about that, but for everybody, how to use AI to support your business. Thumbs up if that is making sense and is helpful. Okay, great guys. Okay, excellent. All right, just getting to the end of this. These are different external promotional ways: website, pay-per-click advertising, video, content, social media, SEO. These are all ways to reach out with your brand to get more customers. And I've sort of threw this in as a last slide, is a sample plan for what you can start doing for 2023 for your business. Get your website in order. Do that drill of looking at your competitors and optimizing your website to stand out as the best for your industry in your market. Get your Google online presence set up, your Google business profile. Start getting your social media right. Start doing YouTube if you're not already. Start doing videos. Work on reviews. Work on getting more reviews. Let your customers know you want more reviews. Start blogging. Send out an email newsletter or an update to your client list, and then watch your analytics. Okay, so that is a sample plan. Brad? Okay, so
Yeah, I
Brad
asked in the chat, what programs or what are you recommending if you're going to build your own or create your own website?
If you're going to do it yourself, if you're not a web guy, like WordPress is a good, stable, basic, easy to use platform, but it's more advanced than, let's say, Squarespace or Wix. If you're very much a beginner in this space and you need a drag and drop kind of solution to build a website, I think I've had 3 or 4 clients that built a Squarespace website, and when we just fixed it up for them, and it's going to cost you $24 a month to get a membership sign up on Squarespace. I would tell you, if you haven't done websites before, but you know what you want, you can get photos taken, you maybe can shoot a little video, and humanize your website, make it yours, make it real. I would say start with Squarespace. And again, that's going to cost you for, you get the domain name, it helps you build the site. It's literally drag and drop. You can stick a logo on there and all that stuff. And you can do a pretty good job. So Squarespace, and I think it's $24 a month to sign up and get an account with Squarespace. That would be my recommendation. And then the next stage, if you've grown and you have a little bit of budget, is get a web company to build you a good website, on WordPress. And that could be anywhere from $3,000 to $20,000, right? But somewhere in the middle, anybody should be able to build you a good WordPress website for $5,000-7,000. That's really powerful with a lot of great pages for you. So that's just a bit of bullpen for you to work with. But I would say for yourself, if you're going to go for it, Squarespace.
Do you have time for one more question?
Yep.
What about paying for these advertisements on Instagram, TikTok, and then the advertisements that you see on these phone apps, the free phone apps where you have to watch a 30-second clip of an advertisement to play the game for free? I know my buddy did it with his school that he owns, trade school.
Yeah.
And it was a waste of money. He said it was just exorbitantly ridiculously expensive for a small company such as his.
Yeah, that's a tough question because it really depends on if your target audience, you really know your market. Your homework is in on that. How broad are you going to go? Is it local? Is it all around where you live, or is it the whole crazy world, right? So if you're trying to just get anybody with a kind of product that would sell to anybody, you can spend so much money so fast, right? So I can't really answer the question about what's the best or what kind of price range. Local Facebook ads, local Google ads for a local super tight market and do some testing is sort of like what I would recommend. But it's great to get a marketing coach or someone that could sort of work with you that's done advertising or something like that. Go to more webinars like this that are hyper targeted about like advertising. Like today we went broad. We talked a lot about humanizing and things you can do. Get more educated about advertising so you can do some testing. That's what I would recommend.
you.
Awesome. Great, guys. Well, it's been really wonderful spending some time with you. Hey, if any of you can stick your cameras on before you take off, we're wrapping up now. I'd love to do a little video if you don't mind. And I'm going to say that we did a webinar all together today. Here I go. Okay, this is my own social media. So Subran Walker here, Walker Creative. We just did a fantastic webinar, Zoom meeting with all these super great people around the world. Africa, Canada, Asia, all over the US. People all joined us today to learn about social media, websites, humanizing your marketing, getting your website right, all this stuff, YouTube videos, Google My Business, Google profile setups. Anyway, hope you do great. Have a great weekend. We had a great time today. There we go. All right, so that's just as an example, doing off the fly social media stuff like that, sharing videos, sharing pictures of what you're up to. That really is working great on social media. So do stuff like that. Be great. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Hope this has helped you a lot. Okay, has it helped? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Thanks for coming.